before the house wakes, before noise fills the air, before you step into the weight of today, hear this ancient promise. He restores my soul. It's not poetry, it's power. Restoration isn't a concept for the lucky. It's the nature of your shepherd. The same hands that hold galaxies also rebuild the fragments of your heart. When you feel drained, he doesn't scold you for slowing. He invites you to stillness so he can refill what the world emptied. You're not behind. You're just being rebuilt. Restoration doesn't rush, it revives. Maybe you woke up tired in places sleep couldn't reach. The kind of fatigue that isn't physical. It's the weariness of holding everything together. The shepherd doesn't say, "Try harder." He says, "Lay down." His renewal begins where your effort ends. He restores, not replaces, your soul. That means he takes what's been crushed and breathes life into it again. No restart button, no discard pile. Just grace working with what's left. David didn't write this from a palace. He wrote it from pursuit. Restoration doesn't need comfort to begin. It just needs surrender. Even in wilderness seasons, the shepherd leads to still waters. Not the loud, crashing kind, but the quiet, clear kind. The ones that reflect your face until you remember who you are. He leads you there because your soul recognizes calm faster than chaos. If you listen close, you'll notice that God's restoration doesn't begin with instruction. It begins with invitation. "Come to me," Jesus said, "and I will give you rest." That's not metaphor. That's medicine. Every command from his lips carries restoration in its breath. His rest doesn't mean idleness. It means renewal while you walk. When your thoughts spiral, let his words cut through. Be still and know that I am God. When shame tries to narrate your worth, remember, he restores souls, not resumes. When anxiety builds false urgency, recall that he leads you along the right paths, not the rushed ones. This morning, your shepherd doesn't ask for performance, he offers peace. Every inhale is evidence of his patience. Every exhale is a chance to hand him the weight you've been carrying. You don't need to prove you're strong enough to rebuild. He already is. Let today be the day you stop hiding exhaustion and start handing it over. The shepherd can't restore what you pretend isn't broken. Surrender isn't weakness, it's the gate to strength. He restores slowly, completely, faithfully. The soil of your soul is never too dry for his rain. Restoration isn't always loud. Sometimes it sounds like silence breaking through exhaustion. God doesn't rush your healing. He roots it. Renewal happens in layers, body, mind, spirit, like sunrise unfolding in stages. You may not feel changed in an instant, but heaven has already begun construction. The moment you turned your attention toward him, peace started scaffolding your insides. Psalm 23 verse 3 continues, "He guides me along right paths for his name's sake." Restoration doesn't stop with healing. It continues with direction. God doesn't just soothe, he steers. The shepherd not only finds you in valleys, he walks you out of them. His guidance is gentle, but precise. You may not see the map, but you can trust the steps. The hand that restores is the same that leads. Sometimes the path to peace winds through discomfort. Growth rarely feels like glory at first. God rebuilds the inside before rearranging the outside. When doors close, he's redrawing your route, not rejecting your purpose. The wrong turns you regret were never wasted. They became training for discernment. Isaiah 40 verse 31 says, "They who wait on the Lord shall renew their strength." Waiting isn't wasted time. It's where restoration gathers power. Strength doesn't grow in motion, it matures in pause. When you resist panic, heaven works on what hurry can't fix. God restores your soul through rhythms, not rushes. He speaks in stillness, not static. The more you quiet, the clearer you'll hear. When you can't trace his hand, trust his heart. It's always leading you home. For your home, let his gentleness guide tone and patience. For your work, let his wisdom guide timing and decision. For your mind, let his truth guide what deserves attention. Guidance is restoration in motion. Maybe you're walking a road you didn't choose. The shepherd did. You don't need to see every turn. You just need to follow the one who knows the destination. Even shadows can't erase his path. They only make his light visible. Restoration and direction are not separate gifts. They're two sides of one grace. He restores so you can walk again, and he guides so you don't wander again. Let this morning be your realignment. The shepherd is not asking for progress, just presence. Pray with me. Father, thank you for being the one who restores. Thank you for mending what fatigue fractured, for calming what chaos stirred, for speaking peace into places we forgot existed. Today, we surrender exhaustion for exchange. Fill what's empty, rebuild what's broken, revive what's silent. Lord, for every heart listening, breathe again. For homes heavy with unspoken pressure, restore laughter. For minds crowded with worry, restore focus. For souls drained by disappointment, restore joy. For bodies carrying weariness, restore strength that sleep couldn't reach. You are the shepherd who finds us when we wander and leads us where we belong. Guide us on right paths today. Direct our words, our steps, our pace. Keep us from shortcuts that lead to regret, and teach us to walk steady in your timing. We declare, our souls are not abandoned, they're being restored. Our paths are not lost, they're being guided. Our hearts are not failing, they're being renewed by grace. Say it with me. He restores my soul. He leads me in right paths. His presence is my peace. Lord, teach us to measure this day not by productivity, but by peace. Let our value be found in stillness with you, not in the noise around us. Turn interruptions into invitations, pressure into prayer, worry into worship. Bless the listeners home with calm. Bless their mind with clarity. Bless their schedule with sacred pauses. Let your hand rest on them like light, soft, steady, sure. When night falls, let gratitude be our pillow and your nearness our rest. And when morning rises again, may we wake already renewed, already guided, already whole. If this word restored your peace, type amen and tell us what part of your soul God is renewing today. Share this with someone running on empty and remind them the shepherd still restores. Always.